Hello, I'm Terry Lee, and I'm excited to talk to you about my interest in the PIMCO scholarship. I'm currently an Army Engineer Officer on active duty for the last 8 years, and currently stationed in the DC area. My biggest career passions are developing deep relationships, leveraging them to solve problems, and sharing those solutions with the world through writing and mentoring. I'm leaving the Army to pivot into business. I'm blessed to be attending my dream school at the Wharton School for my MBA, and I aim to transition into product management in fintech and later entrepreneurship. A time when I had to navigate a situation with many unknowns was during the pandemic. I found myself in a situation where, because of canceled flights, I was stranded in the Netherlands while the rest of my engineer platoon of 30 people was back in El Paso awaiting their flight. That flight never came because our deployment was canceled. And so, for the next 45 days of restriction of movement and quarantines, I still had to lead my platoon through their training requirements and deployment prep, while being, halfway across the world from them. I use technology, Zoom, group chats, and other means to communicate and track training. And I really had to exercise trust to empower my leaders to execute my guidance without the ability to physically see them execute my tasks to follow up. My platoon maintained their engineer proficiency and maximized deployment prep, and all four of my crews passed their gunnery assessment and the annual engineer skills certification when our restriction ended, excuse me. This experience was a hallmark of my leadership and exercising communication and trust, and really helped me gain confidence. The market trend that I'm following closest and what intrigues me most about it is the economic impact of the corporate response to the rollback of DEI initiatives. I believe that, despite the clear strategic value of diversity, many companies have significantly less incentive to prioritize DEI recruiting and retention efforts. Some companies are doubling down, while others immediately ended their focus on DEI. And you start to see companies like Target face lawsuits and lost market shares and stock prices, while others are experiencing less severe effects. I believe through the second Trump administration that the economic impact of a focus of DEI is going to become more clear. And as I prepare myself through product, entrepreneurship, and eventually pursuing creating a diversity-focused venture studio, that seeing how this plays out and understanding it for myself is going to be very important to achieving my future vision. I believe, as a Black man, that DEI is very important and that diverse perspectives are a difference maker in business. And so I want to clearly understand this before I lead in this space. Thank you for your time, and thank you for the opportunity of the PIMCO Scholarship.